Hello my friends, watching the match between Necromantics and High Elves in our Division 4F GMan, Week 6. Currently in our division, High Elves are in the 6th position and Necromantics are in the 11th position. High Elves got a record of 2-2-2 so far. With this match, sorry, it is 1-2-2. And the Necromantic has 2-0-3 record. And in this match, the match starts with a blizzard and a quick snap for the Necromantic team. Necromantics has a very high TV, so there's 2 apple, extra apple, 1 wizard and 1 babe for the high elf team. They have 1 extra player. High elves choose to kick. Necromantic team got the KO in the first hit. That's a nice start for them. No star players today. I think the plus agility. There's a mighty blow blitzer. That's a useful player for the high elves. By the way, Necromantic team has 2 subs. Plus agility ghoul got the ball. But there's a wizard. Should keep this in mind. Especially with plus agility, have anything possible. Getting the free hit first of all with the block lineman, but it's just a push. Blitz coming on the same zombie, and it's again just a push. Who is the next target for the Imperatore? I expect we will see a hit with Imperatore. The target can be this plus agility blitzers. He has 1 movement bust, so... But since they have 3 apple, we may see the apple if it is an injury. We may see an aggressive apple, but no armor break even. Will we see a fouling attempt? Probably not. Oh yes, there's a foul. Got an injury, but the referee catched that zombie. 1 zombie out, plus agility. Blitzer is out. Looks like a good trade for the Necromantic team. Mighty blow hit. Will it be a removal? No. Not an armor break. Maybe he could get this free hit. Yeah. before the dodges. And it's a removal by a normal line elf. And he gets a new level up. We may see a new blodge line elf here if it's a normal level up, or a guard with double. So 2 subs are out for the necromantic team already. From now on, if they lose more players, they will be down. There will be less than 11 players in the second half. And there is a wizard for the high elf team. Taking a hit on the blodge stand firm fleshy with the tackle blitzer. It's a 1/9. Rerolled it to get a defender stumbles with tackle, so he is down. High elf team is careful about the surfing threat of the necromantic team. Let's see who will be the target. Taking the hit with tackle mighty blow on the mighty blow blitzer. What is the result? No armor break. Necromantic team couldn't get the removals they were hoping. Actually, their removal potential is very good with claw, mighty blows, guards, extra strength player. Let's see. It can be a bolt here and try to get a hit on the ball carrier. But the high elf team is waiting. They didn't go for the ball. Or they could just bolt the ball carrier. Probably it could be better because easier to open this path. Go inside. Of course, the scatter of the ball could be very annoying if the ball goes to these angles, 3 angles, or here. But I'm not sure if they can find a similar chance for the next turns. Imperatore is going for a hit on the blodge catcher. First hits were not successful. Double skull reroll to double pow, and it's a KO. That's very helpful for this drive at least. So 3 players are down in this drive for the high elf team. 2 players, 2 zombies are out from the necromantic team. Ball is a little far from the other high elf players, so I didn't expect to have a bolt here, honestly. It's a dead? Whoa, that's another big loss this week. A plus agility, blodge ghoul is out. That's a very big loss for the necromantic team. That's an unfortunate moment. After I just watched the human team against the dwarves. They lost a plus strength blitzer, mighty blow blitzer. Now we see another player loss from the necromantic team. That's really very unfortunate for the necromantics. And after the bolt, high elf team is making pressure on the ball. Let's see what will be the play from the necromantics here. And it is blizzard. Just a push and another push. We will see a dodge. Dodge is successful. That's not good enough. Probably that's not good enough. Easy to push him away. Started with a double skull. It can be tricky now. Now, and it's another KO. Another ghoul is also out. If he makes the pickup here, 3+, no reroll for the dodge. Both two critical dices are successful. Pickup was a 3+. Dodge was a 2+. Didn't fail anything there, so high elves are in a very, very positive situation now. They got the removals. There will be only one shot for this KO. That's also very, very useful. They give 2 KOs, but they have 1 babe. So if one of them is back, they will be a full team in the second half. They still have 2 apples. Oh, tackle on the ball with strength. Strength 4. No rerolls. That can be handy. They got 1 more KO. But it shouldn't be very difficult. They need 1 more support, but 2 tackles on the dodge players. Yeah, making this 2+ is a better idea, but the hitting angle is wrong. Hitting angle should be from this angle. That was a big mistake actually from the high elf team here. They wanted to make a stall, but if you cannot get a block or tackle, maybe I cannot say it's a big mistake. Maybe if you are planning to make a stall like this, but I wouldn't consider the stall there. I would prefer to guarantee the disengage from the tackle, I think. So I didn't like that hitting angle. I understand the idea behind. He wants to be far as much as possible from the wolf. So we will see the touchdown from the high elf team. Just only an armor break. High elf team will just score, and they have 1-0 lead on their defensive drive. Probably we will see a fast touchdown attempt from the high elf team. Oh, ghoul came back. That could be critical, but necromantic team is 1 player down, and the high elf team is complete squad, including their sub. Let's see how will the high elves play in the second half. Let's change the wheel to the high elf side. That's a very nice catcher. And if he can score, he will have one more level up. It can be sidestep to make it easier to make touchdowns. He's not going aggressive with the touchdown positioning. They will take the hits on the loss. They don't need to hurry up. That's okay. That's okay. But making a 2-0 very early is also almost guarantees the win, I think, today. Cannot say guarantee. Guarantees the draw at least. It is not impossible for the Necro team to make it 2-2 even after 2-0. Nothing special on opening hits. That's annoying. One more removal could make the things much more easier for the high elves. That's a very nice line, very secure position for the ball carrier. Necromantic team is going for the basing with the blodge flashes. Putting the guard here. This flashy also could be more annoying position maybe here. But that's also understandable. He doesn't want to give a passage from the left side. Wolf got the stun. They're closing the runaway angles. They will also protect this here, this line. But easy hits here for the high elf team. Then we can see a blitz if the high elves gets the yellows here. Yeah, it's also a yellow. We may see a blitz. The only problem is it's a blodge sidestep. But hitting with wrestle tackle is always a nice idea. It's just a push. Yeah, they couldn't find the passage they were hoping. Not a very big deal. They still have enough players to make a cage, and they have the reroll to make these dodge outs. They will also disengage remaining players. They only left one contact, and it is a dodge player, dodge thrower. It could be too greedy for probably, but maybe he could try to make some SPPs on the back side of the field to get a level up on this thrower. He got the hit with tackle on the mighty blow blitzer, but couldn't break the armor. Imperatore is very silent today. Yeah. And fouling. I didn't like this foul. I didn't like this foul. You don't need to be very aggressive like this, especially with your ghoul. No sure hands, right, on the high elves. Yeah, it was a very useful ghoul. just one GFI distance to the touchdown, but probably you wouldn't make that GFI in Blizzard. But if you're very desperate, you can think about it. Failed the dodge and it was a 3+. Didn't use the reroll, that's a good choice. Now what can the Necro team do here? They can try to stand in front of the highelf team. Going for the surf, it requires a GFI, right? A GFI and a dodge. Instead, he's going from the backside, hitting the mighty blow. It's just a push to 1 dice because of the guard. It wasn't a very good idea, I think. And using your very effective player on the wrong side of the field, highelf team will run. They are fast enough. They can easily cage somewhere here, and on turn 13 they can make the touchdown. Yeah, just screen. Will he take this hit with the catcher? Looks like he will take that hit. Just a push. That's not good enough. I think I would consider going to here with sidestep and trying a 4+ dodge to get a hit on the catcher. He has no block. That's the only shot you have remaining. If the highelfs score here, the match is over. Because they already delayed some turns. You don't have too many turns to make 2 touchdowns. Imperatore is taking the hit, just the pushes, and a 1/9 rerolled for the POW, but nothing happens. That's enough pressure to push the highelfs for the score, but actually it doesn't really matter, but it will be a 2-0 now. Will they take any hit? They have reroll. That's okay to take a hit. And going for the second touchdown. Now it is very favorable situation for the highelfs. 2-0 already. Only 4 turns remaining. It's not impossible to get a draw, but very unlikely. Necro team missing 1 player, and the highelfs has a complete team with 1 sub. They only needed to use 1 apple. They still have 2 apples. Removal wise, necromantic team is not functioning well today. Can you lose the removal fight against elves, any elves, you are in trouble. It's a death. Ooh. 1 more extra player for the necromantic team. If they score fast, they will have 11 players with this. And one more KO. Blizzard also limits the speed of the necromantic team here. Taking GFIs are much more difficult now. Trying to hit the guard line elf. Use the reroll for that. I don't think it was very necessary. Your priority here is to make the pickup. Of course, if you're planning to push for a draw. Pickup is successful at least. No scoring threat for the necromantic team. So they will not score on turn 14. Technically it is over, I think, at this point. That's also understandable. You could keep your wolf in a scoring position, but it will mean he will take a 2 dice hit with the mighty blow and a possible fall. So not pushing for the draw by not risking your wolf is also, star wolf is also understandable. It may sound like boring, but I think that's the correct call. Not pushing for the draw. Yeah. Oh. He put him in the scoring threat, but it doesn't really matter too much. Because Riot is also cancelled. You need to get a blitz. If you score on turn 15, you need to get a blitz to score, and high elves can really block this passage with a elf screen. It's not very difficult. And you will need to make some difficult dodges. And he needs to make 2 GFIs. He needs to make 1 GFI, sorry. He's in the 4th square. 9 squares to go. It's not worth, I think. Really no need to try this. Can try to pass from this angle if he hits the plus agility blitzer. He preferred to go here. So he will he try to dodge out? Didn't need to dodge out. He brought another scoring threat. He's movement 5, so he cannot score. High elf team also actually doesn't need to risk their players. If Necro team scores, they can score. He's getting a chain push here. But now the wolf can get closer. Okay, he is pushing the other wolf back. Okay. He will try to make it difficult. 5. So 8 squares to go. Currently, if he goes vertically, no GFI. Can he open a path vertically? It's difficult. Especially with this stun. More difficult. What will the Necro team do? It is the last turn of the match. He's going back. He's trying a handoff and trying to run with Imperatore for the touchdown. making a single GFI. It was a 3+, didn't fail it, no reroll, and succeeded. Imperatore scored a touchdown. Today he wasn't effective at all, and it caused too much trouble for the Necro team. They couldn't get the removals they were expecting. Highelf team played pretty nicely, I think, today. Congratulations to them. And they got a level up on their one-turner catcher. That's very nice. And Imperatore, the second wolf, Imperatoris Augustis, the second wolf, gets an MVP. That's also a nice MVP. He is also improving. That's okay. Block dices. That's slightly a little more here. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Highelf's got an important win against the Necro team. Elves with Wizard is always, it's a threat. It's not really surprising at all, especially when they didn't lose players. It is not very surprising to see an Elf win. And unfortunate player loss for the Necro team today. They lost an Agility plus blodge ghoul. That was a critical player for the team. Very nice ball carrier. And we will see next week's. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.